And that, my friends, is why they call it Big Monday. What a fun ball game that was, right? The Sooners did a huge Big Monday win over Texas. Their first Big Monday win on national television. And they only had the lead twice in the whole game. All of them were by Buddy Buckets, who finished with 27 points. But the Sooners did end up falling just short of the Kansas Jayhawks by 6. We'll review both games coming up next. Right here, Boomer Sooner 1982. Don't move! Alright, ladies and gents, both games were actually played in Stormin' Norman over the week. Just like this next week, they'll both be played on the road. But first we have to play the home versions. And the first one was a huge, they usually call it Big Monday, when James Frischilla's dad, Fran Frischilla, and Brent Musburger come to town. But this was a huge Monday. Usually it's called Big Monday on ESPN. This was a huge Monday. This was a statement Monday. Every time Oklahoma's been on the national stage, those have been their losses. Now, they weren't bad losses at Iowa State and at Kansas, but they were still on the losing side of the bracket. It looked like it might happen again with Oklahoma only having the lead twice. But in the end, Oklahoma did end with the lead, 63-60 in the Red River Rivalry Basketball Edition. This is what it looked like in the stat sheet. First of all, for the Shorthorns of Texas. On the men's side, they shot 43.3% in the first half, while shooting 35.7% from three-point line in the first half. While Oklahoma shot just 28.0% from inside the arc in the first half, but did shoot 36.4% from the three-point line. As we head to intermission, second half, Texas shot just 36.7% from inside the arc and 11.1% from behind the arc. While Oklahoma heated up from the lines, because from inside the arc, they shot 52.0%. That means every other basket was going in. And from back behind the arc, they shot it pretty well from there too. Back to their average, shooting 45.5% from behind the arc. For the game, Texas shot 40.0% from inside the arc and 26.1% from behind the arc, while shooting for Oklahoma for the game, 40.0% from inside the arc and 40.9% from behind the arc. Stat leaders, stat stuffers in this ball game, they sounded like this. Buddy Buckets, Buddy Hield, his final game against Texas in Norman at least, did not disappoint. With number 24, Buddy Hield scoring 27 points in this ball game. Number 11, Isaiah Cousins did the dime work with 3 dimes. And Ryan Spangler, his final game against Texas in Norman, landed 10 rebounds. The shot of the game, I have it for you right here. This is actually not the way we normally do it. Usually I try to give it to you, but I can't make it sound any better than my old buddy Toby Rowland did on air, on the radio. This is the actual radio broadcast from Sooner Sports Radio Network. My buddy Toby Rowland and Scott Thompson is the color analyst this year. This is what it sounded like from their point of view.
Spangler into the backcourt. Cousins has it. Steps across half court with 12. With 10. Taps his head with 8. LSU play coming. 6. Buddy slips out. He's got it with 4. One-on-one against Yancey. Put a 3 in the air. It's on! He got it! 1 second to go! The Crimson is Stetson. He strikes again. The Mohavian Bomber nails it. And the Sooners are up 3 with 1.3 to go. Timeout, Texas.
Can't get any better than that, can it, guys? That sounded awesome, Toby. Great job, my man. All right. So that was, of course, Buddy Hield nailing points 25, 26, and 27 with just a .3 left, and Isaiah Cousins on the assist. That sets up a huge contest. Not that it wasn't huge the first time. We all remember what happened the first time, right? Kansas and Oklahoma coming down to the line. Kansas toting that line. Got a little too close to Buddy, I felt. A lot of the Sooner fans felt. A lot of the commentators felt. They didn't call it. Kadeem Latin got, I believe it was, missed a couple of free throws towards the end of the regulation in that ball game. Redemption would not be in the Sooners' favor. But it was a great atmosphere for game day, by the way. As Kansas survives on the road 76-71, Kansas Jayhawks. First half of this ball game was all KU, with KU shooting, get this, 53.6% from inside the arc, and from outside the arc still shooting 54.5% from behind the arc. Oklahoma in the opening half shot 26.7% from inside the arc and 15.4% from behind the arc as we head to intermission. But in game time, second half that is, Oklahoma stepped up offensively and defensively. First of all, offensively in the second half, holding Kansas to just 38.5% shooting in the second half, while shooting dead shot 33.3% from the behind the arc three-point line. So they shut down Kansas a lot in the second half, but they had to pick it up offensively to get back in this game, right? Well, you're right, and you know what? They did, shooting 40% from inside the arc and 52.1% from three-point line. But for the game, Kansas shot 46.3% from inside the arc and 42.3% from behind the arc, while Oklahoma shot 33.3% from inside the arc and 31.3% from three-point line. The stat stuffers in this one, the final game versus Kansas for these guys, by the way. Player of the Year candidate, Buddy Hield. Not beautifully, but still got 24 points in this ball game for number 24, Buddy Hield. Number 11, Isaiah Cousins, came out with 5 big dimes in this one. And the Wrangler Spangler, the Wrangler jeans, number 00, Ryan Spangler, 7 rebounds. The shot of the game was Jordan Woodard finally found his shooting stroke. Ended with 10 for him, by the way. 8, 9, and 10, actually 7, 8, 9, and 10 were all on one play. 7, 8, and 9 came on a 3-point shot and got the +1 because Frank Mason not only got him with the +1 for the 4-point play, but also fouled out on that play late in the game. Of course, Oklahoma ended up not being able to capitalize on that in the end. Kansas stunning the Sooners 76-71. But let me tell you guys, game day was a blast. It was still fun. I got to meet Reese Davis. Got to meet the coach. Seth Greenberg, those guys. Billis, Williams, and those guys on ESPN, the game day crew. Very cool. I even got my poster. You know, I'm one of those guys that, you know, I made the poster to get on ESPN, but after the game, I don't know what to do with it. You know, I don't want to be carrying it around all day. So what I did was I gave it to Reese. I asked him if he could get the poster to Holly. And she said, he said, I'm sorry, he said, I bet you I could do that for you. I can get in touch with my people who can get in touch with her people, and I can get her the poster. So I had him sign it. I had all the game day guys sign it, all the guys, and hopefully she will get that within the next few days or months, and hopefully she'll be back soon, by the way. Hurry back, Holly. Don't come back too soon, but we do need you back. Maybe even calling some World Series action from up the road in Oklahoma City. Whether OU is there or not, you are the other star of the show. Obviously, OU is the star of the show there in the World Series recently, but you're the show too, girl. Hurry back. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully the Sooners can bounce back this week. They're going to have to on the road at Tech and at WaVu. All right, guys, we'll preview those games coming up later. Thanks for watching, guys. Find me on Facebook, Harry James Taylor, or tweet me at Sooner_fan_OK. Thanks for watching, everybody, and Boomer Sooner!